once again, it is another very hot day, and the car is still a bit of a mess, but slowly getting more organised. I'm leaving Wallaroo today, going towards Port Germain. Need to get more supplies, and hopefully by next week it'll cool down, and I'll be able to head towards the Flinders Ranges and Cooper Pedy. Wallaroo's been really nice the last few days I've been here, but it is good to be moving again. Glad to finally be back on the road.
Traveling in the Friday combi on a hippie trail head full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous.
So there's a shark, there's a person swimming away from the shark, and I believe this is Mick. Looks like he's seen better days.
Do you come from a land down under, where women glow and men plunder?
As a Victorian, we have very few salt lakes, at least that I've seen. So it's pretty cool being in South Australia. There's so many of them, and they look like this. It's pretty cool.
Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscles. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, I come from a land down under, where beer does flow and men chunder. Can't you hear that thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Lying in a den in Bombay, with a slack jaw and not much to say.
Can't even see the end now. This is so weird. I've never seen anything like this.
Are you trying
Well,
to
this is it.
'Cause I come from the land of plenty. And he said,
Guess who assumed there'd be a petrol station in this town, and now has to take a half-hour round trip to go and get fuel again, because there's not.
oh, you come from a land down under, where women glow and men plunder. Can't you hear that thunder?
I'm camping the night at Mount Remarkable National Park. Seems pretty remarkable so far. There's a really nice sunset, some nice birds and things. I'm filming on phone, so the colour doesn't quite show up the way it should, but it's nice. What's weird though is apparently, according to the website, it's all booked out. You're telling me, look, it's all booked out apparently. I'm literally the only one here. So I don't know if there's something dodgy going on with the website, or if it's just on the day they say everything's booked out, so you can't book it the day of, which is weird. So I'm camping here for free because, like, I couldn't pay if I wanted to. So apologies for that. But like, why? Why would you not allow people to book the same day that they'd arrive when literally there's no one here?
is pretty cool. I can just see the ocean down there. I've got the wide angle on, so I don't know if it shows up much. But then I've got this lovely range here. And then probably should not have worn the Vans slip-ons for a hike. But that's just how it is with me sometimes.
I noticed you don't like me no more. It breaks my heart.
Having the freezer running recently has been using up a lot of power,
So
and today there was not a whole lot of solar power coming through. So I've kind of put the leftover meat in the freezer into the oven now, and that's been cooking for the last hour and a half. So my dinner tonight means that I can also empty out the freezer, so then I don't have to actually have that running power. Which means tonight is a mix of calamari, chicken, and a pie, which sounds pretty good to me, so keen for that. Well, living like this is really making me appreciate the simple things like a shower and drinking water, which is very nice. It's time to head off, so I'm gonna explore a bit more around Mount Remarkable and then probably head towards Port Augusta. But yeah, I'll see how it goes. One thing with this car is not having a reverse camera, as well as not being able to see out the back, is not ideal. But at least the windows, the rear view mirror, at least the side mirrors are pretty good, so generally it hasn't been an issue, at least so far. Okay, not to be political, but I don't get why people don't like the look of the wind turbines. I mean, I know in some places they look pretty ugly and they don't fit in well, but out here it looks like they're in Star Wars or something. I feel like I'm on some version of Tatooine with trees on it. I mean, I don't know, I think they look pretty cool out here. I'm trying to save fuel so all these cars keep overtaking, but that's alright. It's nice as wide roads so they can do it safely. I could just drive this forever. I mean, look at this. How beautiful is that?
Take a look around the town you grew up in. It's tired and fading, endlessly sighing. Your family is there, expectantly waiting. Your mother complaining, your father is quiet. And on the way to the station, you pass by the houses, dark windows saying there's a reason you sneak out at night to be with all your friends in the open. Out in the open, wherever you are, we're just getting started. Out of the dark, into the highlands, give me your heart. I wanna hide it and I can't keep waiting for things to change. Don't care where you are, we're just getting started. Out of the dark, into the highlands, give me your heart. I wanna hide it and I can't keep waiting for things to change. Take a look around, what am I saying? I don't wanna stay here, I kinda hate it. I don't like the winter, I just like the sound of the six souls falling, breaking my heart. And by the way, the
sunscreen is mixing with sweat, and it's not fun. This is the camp spot for tonight in Port Augusta. That is such a good view. That's incredible. Pulled up to this campsite, met an absolute legend named Jeffrey, who I was just chatting to. He's in a van in the area. And this view kind of speaks for itself. Once it kind of hits 5 or 6 o'clock, it cools down, there's a nice breeze now, and it makes the day bearable, so I actually get to maybe go for a run, skate a bit more, and just enjoy this life and this day when it's not super hot.